everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and it is Smash That Paper Pad collab with Deb Houck's Crafty Cottage, and boy did I break this paper pad down to almost smithereens today. If you've been to my channel before, thanks for stopping back in, and if you're new, I hope you'll get comfortable, and because my videos are never very long. So let's see what I did with this paper pad. I used the My Mind's Eye Market paper pad, 6x6, and you can see all the lovely little patterns in this paper pad. And as I go through, you'll also see that I used some sketches, and I didn't use a lot of cardstock other than the cardstock needed for the bases. So let's start with this happy birthday using Balmy Blue. I did the boat and stuff in watercolor pencil, and the rope knot is from the Come Sail Away paper pad. And then with this sketch, Split Coast number 73, I did this one. One of my birthday cards for another birthday card for April. I used soft suede base. I used soft suede, Night of Navy, and I believe Mossy Meadow to color the shirt. And on the inside, I used the Vine Design Set Sentiment. So that was that one. And then this was the other one for that one. This is another birthday card. I used soft suede, I used Mossy Meadow enamel dots, and this is from Special Someone stamp set. Oh, and the raccoon was stamped in a kind of a blush of gray granite and soft suede first, and then stamped over top with Memento Tuxedo Black. So that was that stamp. Then this sketch, Split Coast number 49. I have this one for one of my new Mimi Grands. This is for Taylor, and I used Coastal Cabana for the back. I don't know, Stamp the Kitty in soft suede, and I used the Swirly Scribbles die and the layering circles and Blushing Bright enamel dots. And that one's for Taylor. And then I have this one, which is a birthday card from my mother-in-law. The set is from, let's see, I used the Swirly Scribbles die, layering circles, and Free as a Bird stamp set, and the watercolors. Pencils again to do the bird, and these are Bermuda Bay enamel dots on a crumb cake base. I'm trying to keep my sketches in line. Then there was this sketch, Split Coast 01, and I decided on an Easter card, and I used mint macaron for a background, for a base. The hole reinforcers are punched from the coordinating paper in the pad. Watercolor pencils to color the bunny from Fable Friends. Hello is from, coordinates with the Darling Labels punch, and Dear Friend from Very Vintage. And that was the only one of those I did in that pattern. Split Coast 114 was the next one. And I did Hello using, again, the mint macaron, stamped in mint macaron, and the Hello from the Darling Label set, and Wild Wasabi enamel dots was the closest I could get to that one. And then this one I did just a little bit differently. I used mint macaron again for a base, very vanilla, stamped in mint macaron and the Tuxedo Black, and the bees and the vine, and it's really hard to see the vine against this, but I needed a little something on there, and that is from the Very Vintage collection stamp set. Then I have this one, and these two are probably going to go with, in fact, let me set these aside for a minute. Let's come back to those. I have this one and this one, no sketch on these. Again, I used the Fable Friends bunny. It already had Adorable and Sweet down here on the paper, so I just cut it at like 2 3/4, I think. Added some lace trim and Blushing Bright enamel dots. And this matte paper is from the same collection. So there's those two. And I will set these aside a minute, those aside a minute. And then I have 2 princess cards. And this was part of this pattern. And I just cut it out separately and brought it up on dimensionals. And I think this is like 3 3/4, maybe 2 3/4 on this one here. And then some vintage lace that mock vintage lace. It's from Hobby Lobby that I had in my stash, and I've mounted it on Rococo Rose. Now, for the leftovers, I had this, and this is supposed to be a card base, and I decided to change this up just a little bit. I did not put a number 4 here, did not put a band across. Instead, I just added ribbon, and this tag is cut from the paper just as it is. And I think I'm probably going to turn these into signature notebooks in a junk journal, because I have a lot of this kind of stuff left that I cut tags from, and I like these because they are lined, so they'll make great journaling spots. This one not so much, but I'll cut these down and add these to tags possibly, or maybe just do part of them in a pattern paper. So I like those for a junk journal. So I decided I was just going to take bits and pieces and do journals. Now this was the top half of that sweet, adorable and sweet that the bunny was on. This is the top half of that paper. And so I saved it. And then this is where I had cut off that part that I mounted the bunny on. And then this is the center strip. And then that adorable sweet was on the bottom. So I've got stuff here to play with. This was actually here. This is where I cut the mat out for the bunny. And so I've got those. I have those. And then these, I'm not sure if I'm going to use them for cards or as additional signatures in the journal. But they were, again, to do the slanted pocket and the tag. And so I've got a tag in each one for those. And those are on crumb cake. So that was smashing that paper pad. All I have left is this little little packet of scraps. And a lot of this can go into the journal. So, one more paper pad down. I will not have a video on Friday or Saturday or Sunday this week, possibly not even Monday, because this is Bob's last weekend home, and I'm running away for 3 days for a writing retreat. So I won't be home until sometime Sunday. So I'm not anticipating any videos until probably middle of next week. Now, we have the 31st coming up on Wednesday. So on the 31st, I will have a video on Wednesday the 31st, because that will be smashing another paper pumpkin kit, and I've got that one all set and ready to go too. I hope you enjoyed seeing my cards and I have been inspired. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to share and subscribe, and I will see you back here on Wednesday the 31st. Creative blessings.